How to Play Don't Understand by Post Malone. We're going to start on the A string, and what we're going to do is go 3, 2, open, and then we're going to hammer it back onto the 2. Now if we want to make it sound just a little bit better here, starting on that 3, we can actually hammer onto that 3 from the 2. And then we got this little part right here. So what I'm doing there is I'm picking the E, A, and D string all at the same time. It's going to be open on the E, 2 on the A, 4 on the D. And then I'm going to let go of my ring finger and I'm just going to smash down the 2nd fret of the A and the D, play that E string open. And if you don't want to hold that little bar right there, you could always use your middle finger on the 2nd fret of that D string to help you out. So then putting those two things together would sound like this. So then after we play that 3 times, we'll come up to the 8th fret of the E string and we're going to pick it twice. And then we're going to do this right here. And there, we're just once again picking the E, A, and D all at the same time. And the first chord is kind of like just this A power chord. So it's 5 on the E, and then 7 on the A, 7 on the D. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift off my pinky, I'm gonna lift off my index finger, and then my middle finger is gonna come down on the 6th fret of the D string. So what I like to do is just keep my middle finger planted on the 6th fret of the D string the entire time. So coming from the last little, this is what it would sound like. And then we just go back into that riff. We'll do that 3 more times, and then this time when we come back up to the 8th fret of the E string, we're gonna go on kind of a crazy ride here. So let me show you what it sounds like, and then, I'll break it down for you. So to break this down for you here, when we come back up to that 8th fret on the E string, we're gonna pluck the E string and the G string at the same time. The G will be on the 7th fret. And then we're going to use our pinky on the 10th fret of the D string and keep our middle finger on the 8th fret of the E string. Right, so doing the E and the D together. Then we come back down and we just do that A power chord to the E, just like we did earlier. Then we come right back up to that 8 again, but this time we're gonna go 7 on the G and then 9 on the G. From there, we're gonna go open on the E string, and we're gonna move down to the B string, and we're gonna go 10, 9 on the B string. Now we're almost done here. We're gonna come over to the 5th fret of the E string, and now we're gonna pick both the top and the bottom E string together at the same time. On the bottom, we're going from the 7 to the 5. And then to wrap it up here, we'll come back to the 8th fret on the top E string. We're still gonna be playing the bottom E string as well, but this time we're gonna go from 10 to 7. Just a little side note for you here, you don't have to be absolutely playing those bass notes on that E string. You could just be kind of playing that main melody of So yeah, you don't have to be playing those bass notes on the E string. It just makes it sound a little bit better in my opinion. And then from there, it goes into the chords. It's just a G to a D to an A minor to a C. And the strumming pattern is just down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And if you want to get a little bit technical here, when I'm playing that D, every once in a while I'm kind of also putting down my pinky on the 3rd fret of that high E, and then pulling it off before switching to A minor. And then on the C, sometimes I'm just playing that C, and then I'm putting my pinky down on the 3rd fret of the B string there and kind of doing this like walk down where I do the 3, 1, open. Right? So there you have it. That's the riff and the chords for Don't Understand by Post Malone. Leave any questions in the comments down below and I'll try to help you out as best as I can.